Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Helen and today I am making a chorizo savoury rice. So I completely just made this recipe up the other day. I was just sort of thinking, what could I do? I wanted to make a savoury rice, but I wanted to add a bit of a twist to it. So I added in some chorizo and it actually came out really well and everybody enjoyed it. So I thought I'd share it with you and let me know if you try it and you like it or you do something similar. Give me some tips. I'd love to hear it. Please like the video if you enjoy it and subscribe as well for more videos. So I've got some frozen flame grilled mini fillets. I'm going to put those in my Ninja grill and cook them from frozen. Got some chopped garlic. Or frozen, that is. Frozen diced onions, frozen diced chorizo, broccoli, carrot, garlic powder, onion powder, some turmeric and some rice. Obviously I'll put salt and pepper in as well. So this is going to be something that I'm completely making up on the fly. And oh, and I've got a chicken stock pot as well. So let's see how this goes. Going to put a little bit of oil in the pan, but not too much because putting the frozen vegetables in, it creates a little bit of liquid anyway. So I'm just going to get that on. I hope you can hear me alright. I've got the kettle on boiling for the stock. So I'm going to use what is left of this bag of onions. So that's probably a small onion, small medium onions worth, and we'll throw in some chopped garlic. We like a lot of garlic. Well, I love a lot of garlic. My kids have never said I don't like garlic, so I kind of assume they like. You like? Amelia likes a lot of garlic. So no one's ever said they don't like it or that it's too much. So I just whack it in. I've chopped some fresh carrot and I'm going to put these in with the frozen stuff just so it has a bit longer to cook and soften. So that was one large carrot, so I'm just going to give it a bit longer, like I said, just to soften up, because I hate hard carrots in my food. Right, so I've just got some of the frozen chorizo. Obviously you can use fresh. I'm just going to throw a load of it in there because there's only tiny chopped pieces. Probably going to do, you know, maybe nearly half a bag. Just going to eyeball it really. So I want to make sure I've got plenty left for another meal. That looks like plenty, so I'm just going to let that defrost and then leak the oils out and cover the rest of the vegetables in the oil. That's what we'll do, a little bit more. There we go. That's half a bag. So that's all defrosting really nicely, and as you can probably see, like the oils have all leaked out of the chorizo. So I'm actually going to measure out the rice now. In fact, I'm going to turn that down. I'm going to measure out the rice and then I'm going to get it in there and get it coated in the oils. So I'm just going to use a cup to measure out my rice because I want to sort out the ratios of rice and water. So I'm cooking for 5 or 6 people, to be honest. So I'm just going to have a guess what I'm going to need. So that's 1 cup, and then just going to finish this box off and get another one because I want 1.5 cups. So that's just about 1.5 cups of rice. I'm going to use the same cup to measure the water. So I'm just going to stir this all through. Just get a bit of colour on the rice and that oil from the chorizo. There, as you can see, that rice is taking on the colour, so it will take on the flavours as well. So I'm just going to give that just a minute, just keep stirring it. Right, I'm just going to measure the chicken stock that I've made out into this cup. And you need to do double the quantity. So I don't know measurements, but at least I know that this is the right amount by measuring it like this. And I might run out of stock, but I can obviously add in boiling water. That's 2. So that's 3 lots of water. Bear in mind I'm going to cook broccoli in here as well, so I'm going to make sure there's definitely enough liquid. I'm just going to bring that to the boil, and I'm going to add in some flavourings. I'm just going to add in a bit of the turmeric. Do about ½ teaspoon. And then the garlic powder. I'm going to do a teaspoon of that. And I don't have onion powder, but I've got onion granules. So I'm just going to do that. And I'm just going to bring it up to the boil. And then you need to get a lid to put on. Okay, so now I've just brought that up to the boil. Give it a good stir. I'm going to put the lid on it for a little while. And I'm just going to let it simmer merrily, I suppose. I don't want to boil it on the top heat, but I'm not simmering it gently either. So I'm going to give that 10 minutes and I'm going to come and check on it. So this is after about 6-7 minutes. The rice has really thickened up, starting to cook. Still cooking a little bit faster than I was going to. I'm gonna put the broccoli in a minute. I just don't want to overcook the broccoli. I've cut it quite small. I just want to see. Actually, that rice is not hard. I was expecting it to be hard still. So we're going to try and evaporate off all the liquid, but we'll see how this goes. I'm going to add in the broccoli. So I've just chopped it into florets. Usually I would keep it bigger and keep my stalks on when I cook broccoli, but not for this meal. So I'm going to get it all squished in, but I'm kind of counting on it actually steaming more than anything. Alright, I'm going to get that lid back on. Give it another 5 minutes and then check it, I think. So it's been 12 minutes in total. I'm just checking it because obviously I don't want it to burn. There is still quite a bit of liquid in the bottom. I'm just getting all that liquid all around the rice again, just to make sure it's evenly cooked. Hey Google, snooze for 2 minutes.
Done. 2 minutes added to your 2-minute timer.
So I'm just going to turn the heat right down, because obviously we want to get rid of the liquid, but we don't want to burn it. So I just want to... Yeah, now rice is cooked. We just need to get the last bit of the liquid out, which won't take long. And actually it doesn't matter if there's a tiny bit of liquid in there. This is the absorption method and it should all go. I'm just going to turn that up just a tiny bit, but I'm going to have to watch it. I'm going to have to keep taking the lid off and stirring it. It's kind of a balance, because you don't want to take it off too much because it's not going to steam. So I'm going to literally give it a minute, 2 minutes, and then stir it again and see where we are. Hey Google, stop the timer. Right, so we are now up to 14-15 minutes, and I'd say that is just about done. So this was going to be a savoury rice, then I decided to add the chorizo into it because I just thought it'd be nice, and we're having chicken with it. And chorizo and chicken obviously goes wonderfully together. So I'm now just going to leave the lid off, turn the volume, turn the heat up a tiny little bit, just so it starts getting rid of that liquid now. And I'm just going to keep stirring it gently just to make sure it's not sticking to the bottom. Just going to get rid of that last bit of water, which is literally hardly any right now. Now, I haven't checked to see if my broccoli is cooked right now, because I don't really have a lot of choice, to be honest, because the rice is done. I don't want to overcook the rice, but I will tell you if it needs a bit of adjusting on the timings. To be honest, that time just flew away from me. Right, and I don't want this to be completely dry as hell either, so I think I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm going to turn the heat off and show you how it is. So, as you can see, it's moist, but it's not watery. It's very hot. I've got everything in there. Did add in salt and pepper as well. And there you go. It's my savoury rice with chorizo. Right, I've just tried a bit, even though it's steaming hot, and I've burnt my mouth, but I have to dash now to pick up my daughter. That is spicier than I thought it was going to be. Bear in mind I didn't put any chilli or hot spices in it, because I was going to say I think it would be nice with some red chilli flakes or something, but it depends if you like it hot or not. I think that's a bit spicy. And that broccoli is cooked to perfection for my liking. I don't like wet or soggy broccoli. I like mine a little bit al dente. But yeah, absolutely perfect. It's got a nice flavour as well. So I'm going to see what it's like with the dinner when we eat. I'm just going to keep the lid on to keep it warm and hope it doesn't get soggy while I'm out.